Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 3 stocks that I'm looking to buy in the month of August. But first I want to go ahead and go over my stock picks for July. At number 3 on the list I had electric car company NIO, and at the time the price was down at $7.15 and it went as high as 14, but going off of today it's up 72% at $12.31, which is just incredible. Coming in at number 2 on my list for July was DraftKings, and if you remember, I said that you should be looking for a price entry point around $25, and although it never got that low, it did get down to 29, and from my entry point that I gave you, it's up almost 17% if you would have caught the bottom, and even if you bought it just right when you saw the video, you'd be up about 6%, which is still a great gain for 1 month. Coming in at number 1 on my list in July, and a company that I still really believe in, was Virgin Galactic. And at the time of recording the video, they were down at around $15, and as you can see right now, they're at 22, which is up 55%, but they spiked even higher than that, up to $25 or $26. So another great pick. So if you're wondering why you should believe me with this list, then there's a little proof that I know what I'm talking about a little bit at least. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any of these videos with the predictions as well as many other types of videos that I make, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video if you go on to enjoy my picks for the month of August. But getting right into it, coming in at number 3 on my list is Lending Club. Now this is a pretty new company to the market, but basically the idea here is to cut the banks out of the lending, and instead you're going to be lending from individual to individual. So as you can see here on their website, you apply for a loan or you apply to give a loan, then you choose the offer. They give you, it looks like, a couple different options, and then they try to match you with an investor that has the opposite of your request. And so the idea here for the consumer is that you get to skip out on the fees that many banks charge. So it's quite a clever idea in my opinion. Unfortunately though, as you can see, this stock is pretty beaten down by the current economic situation that we have going on, with low interest rates as well as a lack of spare money for individuals to be loaning out to other individuals, with many people struggling. And so that's driven the price on the share down pretty far, but that gives you a great entry point. As you can see, they were doing a great job at beating their earnings estimate until they missed in Q1 of 2020 by 37 cents, which was a massive miss, which really destroyed the share price. But their earnings will be coming out for Q2 on August 4th, and I do expect that they'll either hit it or even beat the earnings, which I think will skyrocket the price of the stock. You can also see that their financials are headed in the right direction, with their net income slowly creeping towards the positive as many young companies struggle to get into the positive. The forecast on this stock is beautiful, with even the lowest of estimates still being an 8% gain, the median being almost 45%, and the high being almost 200%. All of these are incredible and show great signs for this stock. Coming in at number 2 on my list is IRO, and this is an electric vehicle company with a little bit of a twist. So what I love about this stock is that it's in the hot sector. As you know, many electric vehicle companies are blowing up right now, so you're riding a trend, but they have a little bit of their own niche within the sector, and that's with slower moving electric vehicles. So this company doesn't actually make electric cars, but they just make slower moving vehicles that are designed for a wide variety of things. So currently they have 3 models, with the IRO 311, the Club Car 411, and their upcoming concept, which is more of an outdoorsman model here with the IRO 511. And the idea behind this stock is to appeal to things such as golf courses, universities, hotels, factories, and as you can see, they just recently secured a partnership with a very large golf company, which is helping to sell more of the Club Car 411 design that's being used as an electric golf cart. You can see that the revenues in 2019 were under $1 million, which is virtually nothing. But in comparison to that, they are predicting that revenues could be up to $600 million in just a couple years, which would be extreme growth, and they're talking about 1000+% long-term upside on this stock, which I think anyone would want. To go along with this, at this time, you're getting a pretty good price point at $4.60 roughly, as it's already spiked up to $6 or $7 multiple times recently. So anything in the mid to low fours, I think, is a great entry point for this stock. Coming in at number one on my list is a stock that really has some great potential to explode, and that's going to be JMIA. Now, this company has a really easy comparison, and that's going to be to Amazon, which, as we know, has had explosive growth in the last couple of years. But obviously, there's going to be a problem with a company when it's only $12 and being compared to Amazon. And the problem with JMIA is that since it's based in Africa, they do have problems with fraudulent sales as well as the theft of their packages when they get shipped out. And this is something that the company needs to figure out how to stop in order to save their reputation and make investors, as well as the people buying their product, take them more seriously. Now, their revenue has been hit quite hard by the economic crisis caused by the pandemic, but more than that, that's a temporary situation that they need to deal with. But a long-term problem that they're running into is the lack of internet in Africa. Obviously, in order to buy their products, the customer has to have internet, so they have to get that problem fixed before they can start to really expand their business. But luckily, a bigger business is stepping in to help them out with that. As you can see, Facebook has launched a $1 billion project to expand internet access to Africa, and obviously this is for Facebook's own good and to increase the size of their company. But obviously this will also significantly help out JMIA with it being able to expand the number of people who can use their service and start to really scale up their business. As you can see, Africa has a population of about 1.3 billion people, but under half of those people are currently able to access the internet, so they're really missing out on a lot of customers. So as this situation gets solved, I think we see JMIA's profits skyrocket, and I think the stock will follow that. So that's why I see this as a very, very long-term investment, but I think that this is a great time to get into it. Well, that's it for my top stocks of the month, but if you did enjoy the video, all I ask is that you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you don't want to miss more content like this. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one.